Hi guys, again. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So, today I'm gonna discuss science. So, in science, there are three areas that we have formulas for free fall, a projectile that's launched in horizontal. Don't mind my handwriting, no? Kapoy. And then one that's in an angle. Okay. So let's start with free fall. Free fall is when like literally free fall, just like drop like that. Okay. So in free fall there are only two formulas. Okay. We calculate for time, which is t equals to the square root of 2d over g. And then other than that is your velocity or final velocity. We can use immediately Vf equals to gt. So we're gonna use the question sa quiz ni Ma'am K because like honestly it's the best one we have. I'm not gonna read the question na did it, so I'm just gonna go to like inside Solodia. So in the question, diba, it talks about how this guy is gonna leap off something and jump into the pool. So ang given na dadto kay 7.8 meters. Now, considering that he's going down, it would become negative 7.8 meters. So, in our given, this would be our displacement. Okay? It has to be negative ha, kaya it's going down. Negative is down, positive is up. Okay? Other than that, we can already consider, even though it's not stated, it's already gonna be considered na g, or gravity, the acceleration of gravity, is negative 9.8 meter per second squared. Okay? Remember that. Now, immediately, you can start solving na. So, let's first find our time, and then afterwards our velocity. Because our velocity, in order to solve for it, we need our time. So, let's start with time. So t equals to the square root of 2d over g. So just replace all the components in here. Okay, I'm just gonna like do it to side because like yeah. So that's negative. Remember ha, don't forget the sign please kay marongan jud mo if like wrongin yung sign. And also remember, when you're solving for time, it is always positive ang dapat makuha nimo. That's why you need to remember na this is negative and then your gravity is also negative. Oh my gosh, this siya okay, there we go. Okay. Just do that. Okay. So we can calculate this using our calculator. So we'll start with this way. You're gonna multiply 2 with negative 7.8. Multiply it. You end up with that. If your calculator does that, just press this. If it doesn't, then like that's better. Then afterwards, you divide it by negative 9.8. If it's like that again, press this. It needs to be decimal. And please round it up to the second decimal. So this would be 1.59. So you do square root 1.59. And the answer, if it does like that, again, do this. Yay. And your answer would be 1.26. So you write there na t equals to 1.26 seconds. Remember na seconds and time is always positive. Okay, now that we have our time, we can now solve for the final velocity. Vf equals to gt. So gt is separated into two. G is your gravity, obviously, which is negative 9.8 meter per second squared. Then you can add your time, which is 1.26, and you just multiply it immediately. So let's just do it like this. 1.26 multiplied by negative. Remember na negative siya? 9.8. You're left with that. Turn it to this. It's 12.35. Not 34, huh? 35. You have to round that up. 12.35 meter per second. You cancel out one S and this S. You're left with meter per second. Don't forget to do this one, huh? And that's how you end up with your free fall. Next, we're gonna go to our horizontal for the projectile motion, okay? It's very simple. Simple pa Japon eh, okay? So in horizontal projectile motion, a projectile that's launched in horizontal, which is straight. I guess I forgot. I low-key forgot. Anyway, you also need two repwood. You need your time. You're gonna solve it the same. It's practically the same thing that does free fall. The only difference it's 2dy and not 2d over g. And then instead of velocity, you're finding or solving for the range, which can be represented by dx equals to vix t. So, okay, we're gonna use the thing that Mom K gave. And I'm just gonna diritso write it so that we don't waste our time, okay? So, our given in the statement alone is dy, or your displacement, your vertical displacement is negative 0.12 kilometers. And please be mindful na you can't use kilometers, so you have to turn that to meters. In 1 kilometer, there are 1,000 meters, so you just have to multiply it by 1,000 and you'll end up with 120 meters, sorry. And then next is you're already given your vix, which is your initial velocity in horizontal, which is 200 meter per second. And lastly, of course, given ang gitnadaan ang gravity, which is negative 9.8 meter per second squared. So let's start solving. Start with time again, because we need to start always with time. So time equals to, I'm just gonna diritso this so that we don't waste paper. For 2 dy, your dy is 120 meters. Negative, by the way, negative 120, because it's still going down, okay? Remember na, if it's going down, it's negative. If it's going up, positive. Always put that into your mind, okay? Over gravity, which is negative 9.8 meter per second squared. Please put this, okay? Please put these, because like marongan jud mo if you don't put like those. So I'm just gonna use my calculator immediately. Okay. Just me. And you're just gonna divide it. If you're done like that, you're gonna do this again, and then you're left with 24.49 at 48. How round up, 2 digits, round up. So you're left with 24.49. Now that we have 24.49, but it's not yet done. Okay, we still have to square root it. 24.49, which is 4.95. 95, huh? 4.95. And again, it's still, oh wow, it's still seconds, huh? And it still has to be positive. So now that we have our time, we can go immediately to our range, or range, or in other terms, our vertical displacement. Okay, let's start solving. So VIX, given that our VIX is 200 meter per second, wow, and then our time, which is multiplied to, is 4.95 seconds. You simply multiply it in here. Really. You're left with 990. So this would be your answer. Cancel out seconds, and you're left with meter. Okay? Finally, the last one, our lovely friend right here. I'm using this as like a one for the answers, okay? This thing. So you can follow this pattern right here, where you start with your VIX and VIY first, so that you can have like the required necessities or whatever you call it for the other solutions. So in this one, this is for the one where you have to answer for an angle. So you will need to be solving for 6 kabuok. So I'm gonna show you how. So given that these are our given, initial velocity, theta, this is our theta, which is 35 degrees. This is our initial value, this is 15.0 meters per second. And our gravity is always given, okay? So first, we're gonna solve this. So you need to write this out, guys. Please write this out, huh? So yeah, you have to write these. So it will look like this. So first, you're gonna do VIX. Wow. Love the fact that it will not focus. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So VIX is VI cosine theta. So you would immediately need to use your calculator for this one. But if you need to write it, like to represent it, it's gonna look like this. Wow, that is too close. I do not like it. This is too far, but like, you know what? Sure. So this is our given, our VI, or initial velocity. I'm loving the fact it's not focusing. Sorry, guys. So our VI is 15.0 meter per second. Remember that. Cosine theta is 35 degrees. So it'll look like this on your calculator. $12.29, my family. Meter per second. Okay? Next, you would solve VIY, which is basically the same thing. The only difference is it's using sine instead of cosine. So VI sine theta, same thing, replace 15.0 meter per second, sine theta. And we just immediately do it. I'm not gonna... Okay, I'm sorry. So you just do the same thing, which is it's better if you use parentheses just to ensure how it looks like. But like, I'm not sure if like it does anything if you don't, but like, just to be safe than sorry, just do it na lang, huh? So you're left with 8.60 meter per second. Love that. Okay. Now that we have our VIX and our VIY, we can now move on to the gipangita, which is the time of where we reach maximum height, the time of flight, the total time of flight, I mean, and then our range. Okay, so let's start. So, given here that T max equals to negative initial velocity sine theta g. So I'm not gonna make you guys like dilly-dally or anything. Can you see that VI and sine theta is the same thing here? So whatever you got for VIY, that's gonna be your on top. So it would look like T max equals to negative 8.60 meter per second over negative 9.8 meter per second squared. So you just divide that. Since you're looking for time, it's gonna be obviously positive, so we're just gonna like, there's so much movement, I really don't like this. I'm just gonna divide it diretso and then 9.8. It's gonna look like, it's gonna be 0.88, round up again, 0.88 88 seconds. Cancel, 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 and you're left with only seconds. Ta-da! Next, we'll do B, which is the max height. You're gonna use dy equals viy plus gt squared over 2. So, diretso na nato ni buhat. So, dy equals to viy. Viy is 8.60 meter per second plus negative 9.8 meter per second squared multiplied by the time of 0.88 second squared over 2. Okay? So I'm just gonna kwanza. So you can do this if your calculator does it. Oopsie. Oh, okay. So over here, you can start it by typing 8.60 plus, you press this one to do this, and then you write negative 9.8 multiplied by 0.88 squared over 2, and then your answer would be like that, but like, I don't know, mine. 4.81, okay? So that would be your answer. That's your dy. dy is 4.81. This one, it's going to be, you're gonna cancel this out, huh? Diba? Second. It's just gonna be meters, okay? So it's gonna be 4.81 meters. Don't mind my M. Because, don't forget this, guys, huh? Okay, like, you're gonna get wrong if you don't have that. Okay, next, we can move on na. Again, this one is gonna be a time. This is T total. And then we're just gonna diretso this because we don't want to lang, diba? Where it's better if you do the step by step later on. But you can diretso replace the numbers. So it's negative 2 vi sine theta. So again, vi sine theta is 8.60, so it can be looking like this. Oh, oops. To like negative 2. Like, I don't know what I mean. 8.60 meter per second over negative 9.8 meter per second squared. So again, you can just do this in your calculator if it does work, where you press this one and then just add the components on top and bottom. It's very simple actually, and then you'll get the answer of 1.76. I'll make it. If you don't know how to do this, just like text me, because like I'll make a tutorial on how to do it. Or like, it's very simple. So yeah, so you get T total as, which is equal to 1.76 seconds. Remember, it's time, and remember that it's positive, okay? Finally, we're at the last one where we have to solve for the range. So to solve for range, it's going to be dx equals to vix t total. So remember that we already got our vix, which is 12.29 meter per second. Wait, where is it? Okay, there it is. 12.29 meter per second multiplied by negative, not negative, 1.76 seconds. So you just multiply it literally. So we just multiply it here, which is 12.29 multiplied by 1.76. You get an answer of 21.63. dx equals 21.63 meters, because you cancel seconds, and you're left with meters, so it's meter. And that's basically it. It's a mess, but that's how you do it.